estates and power of attorney with a free initial consultation. For more information, phone 724-938-1355 or visit boudelaw.com. Attorney Lisa J. Boudet with an office at 304 3rd Street in California, helping people just like you.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone.
Thank you, TJ. Welcome to Democratic Hour on WMBS 590 AM 101.1 FM. Our telephone number is 724-438-4593. TJ, we missed you. Nick did an outstanding job, but you're back under control.
I'm back. So
Yeah, you had to bring in a relieving pitcher last week.
you did. I was busy. I was out with Justin last week.
Well,
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah, I'm not at liberty to discuss where we were.
Hockey's going to be jealous here.
Well, guys, excuse me, I have to leave. Well, Doc's is out. You're back, so we
Is he back with Justin
I
this
think
week?
he is. He's probably down in Florida, close to Mar-a-Lago somewhere. So what? Justin is he on today? We got him on a little bit of music.
Yeah, he told me we're allowed to play this song.
Oh, okay. One day we're gonna get a bill, big bill. That's my man. I know Joe don't like his music.
The guy
He got some rhythm, right?
isn't that the guy looking for the deer?
Oh yeah.
Deer,
Joe.
yeah, he's out deer hunting.
You ever hear what they say? Deer in the headlights. Well, that's Joe.
No, that was the movie Deer Hunter, remember?
Oh, a long time ago. And that's the one and only Justin Timberlake. And again, we get a little crazy at the beginning of the show, but yeah, it's Democratic Hour on WMBS.
Not crazy, have a little fun.
A little fun, I agree. Rich, before we get into local politics, I got to tell a story about me personally last Saturday. I was in the mountains. I decided to eat at local, one of the restaurants. And, of course, you know me, I have to say hello to everybody while we're waiting in line. And a couple was in front of me, and I asked them where they were from, and that's how the conversation started. And lo and behold, waitress come up, seated them, and I walked in by myself, and they said, George, we don't want to see anybody eating alone. Why don't you join us? So I joined them. About 5 minutes of conversation. I think they wished they'd have never invited me over the table. But no, I wish them the best. They plan to get married in the future. And the only thing I requested, invite me to their wedding, because I own one, because actually they picked up my dinner.
Yeah, there you go.
Really and truly, it was a good conversation, and it goes to show you some people really, it was very kind of them to invite me over. We had a great conversation, and again, I wish them the best. So if you're listening to the show, I told you I wouldn't mention the names, but I expect an invitation to that wedding.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of individuals I bump into, and, like, they don't know me, but, like, they listen to the show or listen to WMBS. And it's like, I don't know, but people are friendly.
Yeah, and that's how it was. And, and I told them a little history about me, and they were interested in what I did and what I do now and what I did before. So, again, I want to thank you, too, and the best to you.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Fayette County Democratic women, they will not be at Five Corners Saturday. They'll be in Connersville, as we call the Veterans Bridge. Also, they'll be in Monday. So anybody wants to stop by Monday at Five Corners, it's going to be the Get Out the Vote rally. It'll be from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So that's the Fayette County Democratic women. I stopped down at the Bureau of Elections, and Rich and I went over the numbers before we come on the show. These are the numbers as of today. They issued 7,449 issued for people requesting a mail-in ballot. As of today, actually recorded, received, there was 3,982 Democrats, 1,228 Republicans, so there was a 5,210 total came in out of the 7,449, and that number will probably go up between now and Tuesday. So, folks, if you have a mail-in ballot, it has to be in the Bureau of Election by 8 p.m. on Tuesday.
What what kind of percentage are you looking for this year?
Rich, I would say in the mid-20s for the primary.
I'd be surprised if it even goes that high.
Because you're right, because opposition, there's, let's see, besides, we have the 51st in the county, 52nd, we have the Senate race, and of course, the congressional race, and of course, we got the governor and lieutenant governor. Of course, they have no opposition, the
Right.
Democratic Party. So I'm going to make my little prediction now, 25%.
That's what I was going to ask you. What are you predicting?
25%. 25%.
I'd be surprised if it hits 25%.
Well, we're going to see next Tuesday, but please go out and vote. We
Yeah.
also have, both parties have our committee men and women to be running in the precincts in the county. So you'll probably see some of our candidates out
Yeah.
at the polling precincts. Speaking of the elections, I have something here. So if you have any questions, please call the Bureau of Elections, 724-430-1289. Rich, couple public, and I know thanks to you, a couple years ago, I got involved with Rich, and I think it was American Legion,
American Legion.
out there on Route 40, right
Yeah.
out of, before you
Going
get into
Going
Hopwood,
to Hopwood, yeah.
putting up
The
flags at the
in
local,
Oaklawn.
yeah, which is right across from Uniontown Hospital. And speaking of that, I did receive something, Catholic War Vets. It's a veterans breakfast. It's the Catholic War Vets of Hopwood, Saturday, May 16th. Breakfast will be served from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. And I'm not going to read the menu. Veterans, police, fire, no charge. Guests will
Ask for a
goodwill
contribution,
donation.
Yeah.
So any of you veterans, police, fire, the Catholic War Vets will be serving veterans breakfast tomorrow. And I do believe Sunday they will be putting flags on two different cemeteries. And I know last year Rich and I participated in Oakland here, and then we went to the Catholic War Vets in Hopwood, and
The
they
ceremony for the
the
burning
ceremony
of the flags.
flags. So
Yeah.
that's going to happen here Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think WMS is going to be out there.
Yes, so we're going to be doing that, and I want to thank you, Rich. It's, when you walk through the cemetery and see how many veterans or the flags out there, some past Korean War, World War II, Vietnam War, but
I mean, last year when we were out there, it was surprising from the 1800s.
yeah, 1800s. And you go walking through there, it's, like memory lane, and here we are, that we're celebrating the 250th anniversary of our country.
Mm.
Yep. So, again, if anybody has any questions about what I said about the Bureau of Elections or any veteran or somebody in the fire department, please, you got to have a free breakfast and go out to the Catholic War Vets.
Yeah, they put on a good
Oh, they
breakfast.
do,
It's-
and
yeah.
and they have the young students from the schools.
Yes.
Waiting and serving.
And serving, yes.
Yes, which
Yeah.
is nice.
Yeah.
And it is the flag.
And they get a good crowd.
Yeah, even the flag burning, the correct way to dispose of American
The old
flag,
flags,
and they
yes.
go through the whole ceremony at
Yeah.
the Catholic War Vets. And I want to personally thank them. I think I got that covered. The breakfast, the flags. Election Day, Rich, I have to share something here, and I hope I have the words. Of course, the President of the United States, him and some of the Fortune 500 wealthiest companies and CEOs took a little trip to China. But my whole point, Rich, and you could say something before I look this up.
No, one thing that surprised me, I mean, the soybean fiasco last year.
Yes.
I mean, there was nobody from small farms.
But he took the wealthiest
Yeah.
CEOs.
Yeah.
So would they have our interest or their interest?
Yeah, I mean, there was nobody out there representing small farms.
All right, so a reporter, and I thought I had more. So a reporter asked him about the American financial situation because he was going to make a decision regarding Iran. This is what he said. American financial situation were motivating his decision regarding Iran. The president said, not even a little bit. I don't think about America financial situation. This is the president of the United States saying this. Not even a little bit. I don't think about the Americans' financial situation. And here we are. A couple weeks ago, we reported our local legislator, Charity Grimm Krupa, in her travels when she goes to Harrisburg or back, she mentioned she's concerned about the cost of gas in groceries. Now, the president of her party says this about the American citizens, right?
You don't give a damn.
He doesn't give a damn. And evidently you don't give a damn. Because
Nobody speaks out.
right? Where's Guy Rushenthaler? Where's Ryan Warner? Where's Bud Cook? Where's Pat Stefano? So, Charity, I mean, so you're concerned. Evidently, he's not concerned, and this is the guy you support.
I mean,
Think about it. That's what he thinks. I don't care.
I have no hard feelings. Like when I ran against Charity Krupa, she defeated me in election. I
And-
called her, and I congratulated her. I didn't get a response.
I was there when you made that phone call.
And you ran against her, you're defeated. It's like it's nothing personal, but it's like, what
What have you
has
brought-
what has she brought back to Fayette County?
Well, she went to Harrisburg not to make friends. So, Rich, I haven't seen anything. Well, go right ahead.
Well, it's, I mean, the parallel was probably skewed. Like, President Trump hasn't made friends in the Middle East, and he's having a lot of problems there. You know, that's what happens when you don't make friends. You can't meet with the other side and go across the aisle
Yeah.
and and try to get something substantive done. It's annoying.
And speaking of our legislator, Charity, there was a ribbon cutting for a new facility out on Route 21. Anybody travels Route 21, you can't miss it. It's Ceramic Sheet Metal. They're the largest union sheet metal contractor, signatory collective bargaining, Local 12.
And he
There are some-
employs a lot of people. He has a great business out there.
And also, he's signatory to the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 354. My understanding, she was there for the ribbon cutting, and she has the right to. My whole point in this conversation, that recently there was a bill that she voted against in Harrisburg. It's called off-site fabrication under prevailing wage. They wanted to put some teeth into prevailing wage where off-site fabrication would become covered under prevailing wage, and those wages are determined by the Department of Labor and Industry in Harrisburg. And she voted against
It gets
it,
it.
but yet she goes to a ribbon cutting who affects the contractor who does prevailing wage
Yeah.
work. So, Charity, I'm calling you out, and I said I'll call out any legislator for their hypocrisy. So you
Yeah.
vote against prevailing wage, but you're going to
But
be
you
there,
go for the ribbon cutting and get your photo taken.
right? Photo op.
Yeah.
T, we got a caller on the line.
Yes, we do.
Let's see who we got.
All right. Good afternoon. You're on the air. Who we speaking with?
Hi, this is Sylvia.
Sister. I know you go by Ranix enough, right?
Oh, yes, I do. You can't get from here to there without going down 21 past Ceramics.
Right.
And Route 21 is what? One of the busiest highways in the county here.
I would say.
So,
Yeah, I would agree.
well, George, I called, first of all, I don't know if you mentioned it in the very beginning of the show, but that the Uniontown newspaper had that there have been precinct changes where people will have to go to vote.
Yes.
So people should be aware that some of the things have been combined.
Yeah, and
So I have a feeling there's going to be some people that are going to go to their old voting place and get frustrated and
Right.
not go to the new.
I do believe all those individuals were notified by the Bureau of Elections.
Yeah, I
Well,
think they
good.
got letters.
I hope
didn't
so.
they?
Yeah, I think they did, Sylvia.
All right, but one of the things I did want to ask either one of you, did you see, and by C, I mean S-E-E,
Not
S-E-E in
S-E-A.
your eyes, as opposed to S-E-A, a body of water, because I know that the President of the United States is confused by those two words, and he just learned the difference. But did you see what he called the White House?
I'm scared to go ahead, tell us. I
cannot say the first word on the air. The
It begins with an
president
S,
used
right?
those Word, but it starts with an SH. I'm going to call it a crap house.
Okay.
He actually said that that's what the White House was before he started remodeling it. Now think about that for a minute. I
So
can tell
good.
you right now,
So the
Mark,
S,
that
so the
that
S, so he said SH, right?
Right.
So evidently he must have
Exactly.
been referring to Obama, Biden,
And
Bush, Clinton,
everybody before him.
including him, right?
Right. It was good enough for him the first term and all those other presidents. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now, George. I can tell you the man never shopped for groceries in his life because that was a new word for him. He's never pumped gas.
Well, I guarantee you that.
And anybody who grew up in a patch, I can tell you the man never used a crap house.
Well, you know what? He didn't even know what a quarter grocery store was a couple weeks ago.
Exactly.
And he lived in New York.
Yeah.
This man is so out of touch. This administration is one of the most corrupt, bizarre administrations that I have ever witnessed in my lifetime. But can you imagine, just imagine that for 1 minute, if Barack Obama called the White House a crap house?
Oh my goodness.
What? Can you even imagine that? And this is a man that stays up to what? 1:30, 2
2
o'clock, 3
Mm.
o'clock, 4 o'clock in the
Right.
morning with these
On-
posts.
True
And he was
Social. Yeah.
ranting, right, he was ranting and raving about Obama again.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to remind him what year it is. and then he falls asleep. He was falling asleep again. How many times can a man fall asleep and nobody thinks that he's in early stages of dementia?
Well, he doesn't sleep at night. He sleeps during the cabinet meetings and everything else.
You know, so and
exactly
I
right.
started to show what he said about Americans' financial situation. I don't even
Oh, he
think
doesn't
about it. I
care.
don't
He
even
already
think.
said
That's my whole point.
No.
You know, when we're the Republicans here in the car, where's Scott Rushenthaler? You know, and I mentioned the other ones. You know, Charity makes a comment about gas in groceries, and here's a guy, the President of the United States. He said, I don't
George,
care.
he just took that reflecting pool
Right.
at a tune of what, 1.7 million or something, and now it's 13 million.
Now, they couldn't
but
even
when
tell the truth
reporter-
about that.
You
No
know,
big contract.
what drives me nuts, he sued former Fed Chairman Jerome Powell about
Right.
the rehabs, what's going on at the Federal Reserve.
For a cost overrun.
Yeah, for cost over. And then, you know,
Which didn't happen.
the reflecting pool was supposed to be 1.3 million. Then he had his pool guy go in there, and it's over $13 million.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rich, but he doesn't know the man now.
Well,
He's
Yeah.
like he's like Peter.
I knew him, but I
I
don't
don't
know
know
him.
him.
yeah.
Right.
And then it's the same thing with the ballroom. Oh, it's going to be paid for by private money, and then all of a sudden, $1 billion is going to be paid by the taxpayers.
And if you question him, and especially a woman
Well, yeah.
reporter,
Oh,
what did he have to do again? You're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're stupid, and you're stupid for asking that
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, it's the best pool guy.
But-
You know, I worked with him. Now I don't know him.
Yeah,
I didn't hire him.
Yeah, I called my pool guy to see what the hell he could do.
Right. I know there's a lot of no big contracts, but to deny you even know the guy,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. After, yeah.
All of a sudden, this guy's available, right?
And how do you go from 1.7 million to like 13 million?
Yeah.
I
you
guess they
know.
ran out of paint. They had a-
Well,
But-
you know, I don't know what that's. I mean, I've been in D.C. quite a few times.
Anybody's been there, seen that, right?
In the reflecting pool, it reflects all the buildings. You know, the Capitol and the Washington Monument.
Right.
How's that going to be with a blue surface?
It's going to look like a big long swimming pool. Is what
No,
it's going to look
and of
like.
course, you know, his interpretation, what they're getting from China is totally different what China is saying, so heavens knows
The
what.
one- I read something that is very scary, and all of us need to think about this. I don't care if you're a Republican, an independent, a Democrat, not affiliated, whatever. This administration, any information that they give you, you can count that it has been manipulated.
Yeah.
I don't care if it has to do with the CDC, if it has to do with the cases of measles out there, if it has to do with employment records, no matter what, they are going to put out information or not collect it. When you think about how many agencies that he got rid of
Yeah.
that collects information that we need in order to make decisions.
Well, how
This is one of the most corrupt administrations for information.
Well, look at, go ahead, Rich.
how many surgeon generals has he tried to get appointed? 3 now, right?
I think we're up to 3. Yeah.
And look at the hearings with Cash Patel this week,
Oh,
right?
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
That is that is one of the most ridiculous appointments. Is Cash Patel? No, I have to take that back. That might be Pete Hegseth.
No,
He might be the one that.
or know me. There are a lot of them. That list is long.
and you know who to blame? Blame the good old Senate.
Well, I will tell you, and I have one more question just to ask before I leave. What has this president, along with his Senate and his House, what have they accomplished so far?
Well, I know what they accomplished. I purchased gas Wednesday with $60, fill up the car.
I went to the grocery
Yeah.
store. Go ahead and go in there. And the guy that I went to the grocery store today, the cashier said that it was one of the busiest days, the last few days that they had, because I can tell you why.
Was there
They had a
sales?
lesser grade. They had a lesser grade of ground meat, but it was on sale.
Yeah.
So was fruit and vegetables.
Well, that
and
was all coming
everybody
down,
was
right? The first of the
stocking up.
year when he got elected a year ago, right?
I mean,
Yeah, it's
earlier this week, I needed gas because the light went on in my car. It's like, yeah, you can't another 20 miles.
you had to, right?
So and I used to put like $25 in, and that would almost fill my tank. I put $30 in this time, and it just went above half.
Like I said, mine was 60, but again, you know, he was going to fix all that. And,
Yeah.
you know, the war, of course, I said you have money for war, not the poor, and all the other social programs they've cut out.
Oh, he's just going to cut like 1.8, I don't know, $billion in Medicaid funds to California
Yeah.
because they're claiming that California has not done enough
And-
to go after
Fraud. Yeah.
fraud.
Yeah,
So-
JD's going after the fraud. He's the fraud
Right.
czar.
Well, sister, one thing I thought you
Exactly.
were going to bring up, and you and I didn't discuss anything prior to you calling in, was what these states are doing to redistricting.
Yeah.
And I,
Oh, you can't. What can you say, George?
I don't know. I
can
don't know
tell
what you
right
can
now,
say. I mean, they rewriting
No.
history. They'll go right.
They are doing exactly what we knew they were going to do. They are going to do everything to discredit elections. They're going to make sure that anybody who is duly elected, who is not part of their party, that they're going to try to delegitimize it. They are going to redistrict so they choose the voters.
Yeah.
Not the voters.
Voters choose
choosing
them. Yep.
They choose the
They
voters.
choose the voters. Absolutely right.
And
that-
and let me tell you, for all those people who sit home and then complain, just remember, you choose by not going to vote, you are letting these people choose who's going to govern you. It's as simple as that. And they're rigging the system. And they're rigging the system saying, oh, the system's rigged. So we've got to fix it.
You know, look,
So, and how you know how that goes? You tell a lie often enough, and people believe it.
well, like I said, we
So-
bring it up constantly, week after week, and for the last 6 years on this
Mm.
station. So elections have
when-
consequences. If you don't
when
vote,
you
you
have-
can't complain.
Right. Look what happened in Virginia.
Yeah.
They went ahead and
Yeah.
they voted for a map. It went out to the voters. The voters said, yes, this is what we want.
And
And what happened?
the court said,
Supreme
no,
Court-
no,
Mm.
Nope, we don't care what you voted for.
and I agree.
So
Oh, sister, we're going to grab a
I don't
call.
know. Okay,
Go-
the only thing I
go
can
ahead.
say is the majority of people are going to have to come out, and especially independents, and
Especially
decide what
coming up
kind
in
of-
November.
Right, what kind of government you want.
It's going to be interesting to see how the black vote goes. I mean, after what they've done in Louisiana, Tennessee,
Virginia,
Virginia.
or anywhere.
Yeah.
So-
Yep, absolutely. And women are going to have to come
Women-
out again
absolutely.
because they're
Yep.
trying to take all the women's rights away again.
Yeah.
All right, sister, we appreciate
All
it.
right,
All righty.
all right. I'll
All right.
let you call.
All right, let's see who we
Bye.
got, T.
Good afternoon. You're on the air. Who we speaking with?
Good afternoon. This is Jesse.
Jesse, what's up, Jesse?
How you doing, George?
Good.
Hey, how long is it going to take for this clown to invade Cuba now?
Well, Jesse, you tell us, because I think it's coming up
hey.
very shortly.
It's coming up shortly because he wants to get the attention taken away from Iran. He's going to invade Cuba, and he's going to extract the 94-year-old Castro and bring him to this country.
Yeah, he wants to,
Anything,
he has a
anything
grand
that's
jury.
put
They want to
attention.
indict him, bring him. Yeah.
30 years. This is, I never even heard of this thing about shooting any planes down. But now, 30 years afterwards, they're going to do this now. So the attention's going to be off of Iran, and now it's going to be Cuba. These people in Cuba are suffering bad enough with can't get no oil. Gas is $40 a gallon. They're closing gas stations. They have only a couple hours a day electricity. Kids got to do homework by flashlight. All the people are suffering, and and we're going to invade them now.
Yeah. And you know what? It's not only taking the attention off Iran, it's taking attention off
Epstein.
Yeah, they're no threat to us.
No.
Hey, they haven't been a threat since Kennedy stopped them from putting the missiles in Cuba.
Yeah.
That was the only threat there was. After that, there was no threat. Cuba's not going to bother us. It's just he's picking on everybody, just like Putin, just like Netanyahu, and President Xi. They're all a bunch of war criminals, including our president. He's a war criminal.
Look
They
at Israel,
bombed-
Netanyahu out in Israel. It's like,
Well, we know
He's a
what
war criminal.
we,
Hey, he comes to this country, he should be arrested.
we also
and
know.
Putin-
Go ahead, Bert. Go right ahead, Jesse.
Putin came to Alaska, U.S. soil. He should have been arrested. He's another war criminal.
Well, we know one thing: when it was time for him to serve, them bone spurs came out on him, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a joke.
Oh, it
I'm
is a
telling you,
joke.
every day you wake up, you get madder and madder.
Well, we're
When you-
gonna make some changes here in November, and of course we have an
I hope
primer. We
so.
beg
I
people,
hope so.
please. Jesse, we appreciate
I'll
the
tell ya,
comments, and we're
yeah.
gonna grab another call.
Take care.
All right, thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Okay, good afternoon. You're on the air. Who are we speaking with?
You're speaking with Mark for Republic.
Hey, Mark, what's up?
Hey, George, I was just thinking, Trump just went to China. Maybe he's got a secret deal with Ping over there. Ping's going to let him invade Cuba, and he's going to let Ping invade Taiwan.
if China goes after Taiwan and like after all the promises this country after numerous administrations, that's going to be a huge, huge problem.
Yeah, but I mean, you think about it. I mean, maybe he's going to let him invade. Well, maybe Ping threw Greenland in with the deal too.
No, yeah, I'm sure Greenland will go along with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mark, nothing should surprise us with this administration. Heavens knows what was said. They have their version. What went on, and he has his version. What he can't speak the truth anyway. So whatever comes out of his mouth.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
there might
went
be some
on.
kind of deal going there. It might be some kind of deal.
We're gonna find out.
I mean,
Yeah.
in the last election, it was like America first, and like he's gone after Canada, Greenland, Venezuela, Iran, now Cuba.
Yeah, 51st state, what, Venezuela now?
Yeah.
Or is that,
Yeah, like
Okay.
yeah,
Then, of course, he went out after everybody that to
anybody who has oil?
yeah, exactly. or where his family can make money.
before they can make money. Oh wait, I know another thing. Rich, I should have brought it in. I ordered a Trump phone that I never received. You know, that golden Trump
Your
phone.
$100 deposit.
Yeah, my $100 deposit. How about that little deal, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how many people put down $100.
And they
they
said
haven't seen a Trump phone. There was no shame in his administration, no shame in anything he does, and that's why I bring up local politics. You got local legislators complaining about the price of gas and groceries, and he makes a comment. He doesn't care.
No, no.
Right.
We have term limits. They're called elections.
That's exactly right, Mark. That's 100%. I've said that before, but I always said I was against term limits. But you're right, elections have consequences.
Or age
You-
limits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Age limits
Yeah.
too.
And look what's the Supreme
Well-
Court. Hey, Mark, we're going to grab another call, and we appreciate
Right.
you listening to the show, brother.
Good afternoon. You're on the air. Who is joining us?
Hey, this is Ken.
Yes,
Okay.
Ken.
How are we doing today?
Good. How about
Doing
you,
good.
Ken?
We're on air. We're on air, aren't we?
Well, we're on
but
the air.
Anyway,
Yeah, we're on the
Yeah,
air.
we need a beautiful ballroom and we need a beautiful arch.
Yep.
We
Arch.
need to invade Cuba. I'll guarantee you he made a deal with the dictator in China for either Taiwan or maybe Greenland, like the gentleman just said. But you know, they weren't over there. They weren't over there for no other reason. That's why all them businessmen went, his buddies. They're going to make deals for money, and the Taiwan, I think, is going to be sorry for them folks. But
I
I
would be,
believe they're.
I'm like Rich. That would be a total disaster.
Yeah. I mean, it's like
the-
Aaron Trump went over on China with him. He said, "Oh, it was only a personal business."
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. But
The
that's
airplane
what
was
it was.
just convenient, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
what it
good.
was. Believe me, that's
To
why.
enrich his family. Yeah.
Yep, and that's why his son-in-law and what is his name, Witkoff. That's why they go make. They're making deals. They're not negotiating for
No.
peace.
No.
It's all about the dollar. And God bless us. I'll tell you, if they don't do something with him, we're in serious trouble.
Well, Rich,
And you know what? Not only him, but everybody, every congressman, every senator that backs him, they're as guilty as he is, and they need to go.
look
When
at.
we go to vote,
Yep, you're right. We got.
we go to vote in November. You remember how much gas was. Remember how much the groceries was. That stuff has to go. He don't care. In fact, I really liked the other day when they did the interview, and he said he wasn't worried about that.
Yeah.
The only thing he's worried about is Iraq not having
nuclear,
Nuclear bomb.
the bomb. Yeah.
and
Yeah,
of course,
that's,
we got an excellent candidate, Ellen Bradstock. There's somebody could sit here who worked for the FBI. Look what the FBI is doing,
Yeah.
investigating, doing under Kash Patel. What's his last little episode? Now they got him. He did a little snorkeling guy around.
Arizona and
Yeah.
Honolulu.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
that is a sacred site.
Yes,
A sacred site. There are like 900 people on the Arizona
that's
who
their
are
permanent grave.
entombed there.
Yeah,
Right.
And he's
right.
down there
And you know what?
snorkeling.
He doesn't care. The Republicans don't care. Get them out of there, guys. I mean, it's horrible what they're doing to the country, what they're doing to people. There's people starving, and he's worried about an arch.
that's
Yeah.
what I say.
People
He's thinking,
starving.
he's thinking about McDonald's arch.
You know, every
Yeah,
t-
right. You know what? I do. I think there was an arch in Baghdad. Was there not?
Yes, there was.
no,
There was an arch.
There was a statue up.
Right.
Saddam
It's-
Hussein.
that's it. Like every time he starts talking about the arch, I go back in memory. It's just like remember the tank pulling down the statue of Saddam Hussein.
Yes.
Yep. Well, they ripped him down, but
Yeah.
you know what? I just hope we get a chance to rip him down. You know, we need another country to come in and save us. Is what we need. Just like he's going in to different. He's going into Venezuela. He wants to go into Cuba, and we need another country to step up and say, "Hey, enough is enough. You destroyed enough of the world."
Could you imagine?
Starving people. I can't understand it. How Republicans can stand behind him when he's stopped U.S. aid and everything else that helps anybody.
Look,
It's all about greed.
look what it affected here in our county, just, our constituents and throughout Pennsylvania, throughout the United States. And you see any Republican call, to Trump
That's right.
out
It starts out locally.
Yeah,
locally?
you
Starts
know what?
local.
Even Iranic has a Trump sign. I think it's still out, but you know what? If I had a Trump sign, I'd bury it, burn it, or something. Get rid of it. That's. I mean, they don't care about anybody. It's about the dollar, and they're making as much as they can get, and people are. We know whenever he has his rallies, they go and they just love him, but that's not.
Well, I think
really
some of
the way
those
it is.
rallies, everything I've been looking, they've been getting less and less attention, less and less people. And the
Mhm.
Republican Party, they're going to take a big step backwards. And I hope I'm totally right on this come
I
November.
hope you are.
I mean, people
you know
should
what?
be fed up. We're fed up with the war. I mean, we got into a
should be.
situation.
I mean, there's a core group of MAGA people,
Regardless, right?
They're not going to go against him no matter what the heck happens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no
they
matter.
don't care.
Yeah.
Nope.
But
And they don't mind seeing people starve.
No.
You know, and That's that's just not the way it is.
Just like we talk, the cuts in Medicare and CHIP and, the other programs here, and we have one of the local hospitals that close,
Mm.
and it affects everybody here in the country. But like I
Have they
said, they
closed?
have no shame in their game.
George, have they closed the local hospital yet or not?
No.
Oh yeah. Well,
They're probably
Highlands.
the Highlands
Yeah, there's several there on the
chopping block.
yeah.
They haven't actually closed yet, though.
No.
Have they?
No.
No.
Nope.
No, but you know what? I've told people. I know some people that voted for him, and I told them. I said it's coming. Oh no. Oh yeah, it is.
Here's
And
the
it
thing,
is. It's coming.
and I tell somebody, what did he do for you? What did he, make America great? All he done is totally divided his country. He took on
Totally
everybody
divided.
that voted against him. He still
Stuff.
thinks all elections were fraudulent. They
Rigged.
stole it, right? Rigged.
And what's he doing? Rigging the midterms so that you get more Republicans in Congress.
They're supposed to be done every 10 years. He's
Yeah.
doing it his whim. I want it done, and
Midterms.
we'll do
Yeah,
it.
yep. And
Yep.
that's a bunch of bull. Can PA do it for the Democrats or not?
I don't know how we're, set up. I would be probably quoting something wrong.
Well, you know what? Pennsylvania tries to follow laws. And,
Well, that's what we
whereas
should all
Florida,
do, but right. They
and
made,
some of the other ones, they make their own.
well, Ken, we'll
So-
grab another call. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Keep up the good work.
We're going to try.
Have a good one. Hey, one other thing. Our church is having a memorial service. I don't know if I can mention the name
Yeah,
of it.
go ahead.
but,
Absolutely.
Jacob's Lutheran. And it's going to be next Sunday, not this coming
Next Sunday,
but next
up at-
Sunday. Yeah, and regular church services at 9 and 9:45. We're going to have a memorial service, and the fine people from VFW and Masontown come over, and they have a service. And if anybody wants to come, they're more than welcome.
Well, let me add what you just said. That's probably the best kept cemetery that I've been ever around. Lutheran
Yep,
Church.
yep.
All right, Ken, we appreciate it.
Hey, thank you.
All right,
All right,
let's see
guys.
what we got, T.
All right. Good afternoon. You're on the air, and who is this?
This is Paul.
Yeah,
Hi, guys.
Paul.
George, everybody? Yes, sir. Hey, I just want you to know that I mailed my ballots in a day or two after I got them. So I'm probably one of the earliest voters.
Well, that's good.
Anyway, I have a little bragging to do. Just take a
Go
second.
right ahead.
My grandson got commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Navy. Finished his 4 years at Old Dominion. And this is the proudest grandpap you're ever going to see.
Yeah,
Well,
congratulations.
Did you go down for the graduation?
No, he only gets 6 tickets, and he had like a dad and stepdad. And I gave up my place. You know?
Well, that would.
They sent me all kind of pictures, and he's a pool player. He likes to play pool. And when he comes back, me and him are going out and shoot some pool.
You're gonna hustle him, right, Paul?
Yeah. I gave him all my pool sticks because I used to play. But anyways.
But Paul, what made him choose? What made him choose to go to the university there? Something that he always wanted to do, with a little influence from you,
Well,
your family.
he went on a Navy scholarship through Laurel Highland,
Uh-huh.
and they paid for everything. $228,000 scholarship.
Wow.
That's-
He doesn't have any bills, no nothing. But 48,000 of it was from academics from Old Dominion.
Well, that's
The
great.
nuclear physics is what it is. But anyways, I'm so proud of it.
Well,
If you looked at my Paul Evans Facebook, you'd see his picture.
well,
on
we're
there.
gonna have to look it up. Paul, we appreciate.
But anyways, I just wanted a little bit about our president.
Yes, please.
I work with a lot of people that are kind of intelligent, and they still believe. One guy told me, "Oh, one of these days he's going to give us that money he's promised."
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He's never given us anything. He's never given us anything. That we'll be like if we ain't got to give him money.
He's going to send us a check, monopoly money, right?
Yeah, and there's people I just can't imagine it. But you know, another real clean cemetery is St. Mary's Cemetery. My Uncle Paul's buried there. He was killed in Normandy at St. Lo, and
St. Mary's
They keep-
Leprechaun or
they
St.
bury-
Mary's
Uniontown,
Uniontown?
up by the old North Union High School.
Yes.
And there's an amazing thing. He was killed July 30th, and there's a man from Masontown who's buried at Sylvian Heights, Louis Cirillo. He was killed the same day. They were in the same outfit. And found out, I don't know no more. You know.
Well, Paul, we're going to grab another call. We appreciate it, Paul, and
Okay, buddy. Thank you,
congratulations to your
fellas.
grandson.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Bye bye.
Good afternoon. You're on the air. Who we speaking to?
Bill.
Hey, Bill, where have you been, Bill?
Oh, I'm sitting back and I'm just listening to everything.
You're just
Hey,
chilling it out today, right on a nice Friday.
Absolutely. But I do have a question for you.
We might not have an answer, but we'll take a question.
No, I'm pretty sure you do. 'Cause I didn't want to Google it because they might think I'm, I don't know, whatever. My polling place closed down here at the bottom of Butte Road, and you make a left. And now I have to go to Clark. Now I went to Lower Highlands all my life. I played softball in 4th and 5th grade at Clark Elementary. But I'll be damned if I remember where Clark is. Can you tell me?
It's if you go east of Gallatin Avenue, there's a like a bike shop. I think it's called Murray's. And if you go down there and take a left and keep going straight, that'll take you right to the school and the voting place. That's where I go vote.
Wait, east of Gallatin Avenue.
It depends on where you come. Like Rich, you'll get on the
Right.
bypass,
Like
get
it-
off of Galton Avenue exit,
Yeah, like if you go off Butte Road, you go to Gallatin Avenue. There's a
right, and
stop
make a
sign.
left-hand turn
Yeah. Well, if you do a right-hand turn, you go
Yeah.
straight down
and make a left,
and make a left, and it'll take you
To
right
right-
out to the school.
like Rich said, right out to the school. So if you're coming Galton
That's
Avenue
okay.
southbound, like you was coming
Yeah.
into the city,
Yeah.
before you get even to the old Rockwell facility,
Yeah.
right there,
Yeah.
like Rich said,
Yeah.
make a left-hand turn, it'll take you right into
Right.
to the school.
Right.
I appreciate it, guys, because this is our year. This shit's got, I'm sorry, this stuff's coming in.
Okay.
Okay, we appreciate it.
Is there another one, T, or
There's no more.
no more?
Yeah, we got, I doubt if we get another call, but 5 minutes. We covered a lot of things. Appreciate all the calls. Sister, Jesse, Mark, Ken, Paul, Bill, and again, we bring up, doing the show at the end of the week, we cover a lot of stuff that, like you said, and tomorrow, and again, I'll repeat it, the AMVETS, not the AMVETS, Catholic War Vets are having
War vets.
breakfast. Please, anybody a veteran, somebody belongs to the fire department,
Yeah,
or
it's
police department,
free.
it's free. And if you want to bring a guest, all they're asking is for a little in-kind
Yeah.
contribution. And Rich and I, if Rich after the show is going to call somebody from the American Legion, and Rich and I may be putting flags up
Like
as
last
with
year
in
and
the
2
year of
years,
your-
yeah.
yes, right across the cemetery from right
Oakland Cemetery.
right here, Uniontown Hospital. And you go through there, and it's a big cemetery. And it's a shame when I know how difficult it is to cut all that grass. I can't imagine doing that.
I mean,
In a
last year when we were out there, we were surprised, like, 1800s.
Yep.
American wars and like, holy hell, it's like.
And we did it in a record time. Of course,
Yeah.
they had a lot of help.
Yeah.
And anybody wants to volunteer, I assume the American Legion would be more than welcome.
Paul
Yeah.
Pelia is like, he runs it from the American Legion. Yeah, he
I
does a
don't,
good
I don't
job.
know. I don't know who sponsors the flags. I never did ask them where they. You take them down, and like I said, and they'll do the proper disposing of American flags, and that'll be at the Catholic War
War
Vets.
vets.
So, anybody wants to help,
Mm.
maybe call the American Legion, and maybe they could help distributing these flags and
Yeah.
taking the old ones down.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Doug-
one of the.
Does your heart good. At least
Yeah,
it does for
exactly.
me the last two. And thank
Yeah.
for you, Rich. I got involved in it through you, and this will be my third year, and I'll continue to do it as long
Yeah.
as I can.
Yeah, it's a worthy cause. It really is.
And again, we'll be back after Election Day. Rich, I said 25. Wait a minute, I'm writing this down right here. I'm saying 25%, and you're
I
saying
say less.
less than 25.
Yeah.
I'm plus 25. You're minus 25.
Yeah, TJ, what are you going for?
Less than 30.
Less, okay.
Less than 30. Oh,
So
he was surprised.
Oh yeah, he was always trying to take advantage of us anyway.
There's no bobbleheads here, TJ.
There might be. You don't know
well,
that.
that's for sure.
There's a Justin Timberlake one.
Well,
I have it too, by the way.
Oh, really?
that's for us. We're not going to take the last
It's
call.
not.
Okay. We got about a minute. We got about a minute left.
Yeah.
Well, like Rich said, the weather finally, folks, it's supposed to be close to 90 or 90.
Yeah.
Last year we went from bad weather right into summer. Now and I hope it stays
Goes
that
from
way.
what, 50 yesterday
Yeah.
to 90 on
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was definitely cold.
You
Last
know-
time I understand it hit 90 was in August, so we're 4 months ahead of schedule. Think about that.
You know what? I'd rather sweat than freeze.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Keith, thanks for keeping the show going.
You are welcome.
We'll be back here next Friday on WMBS, and we appreciate all the calls. And please go out and vote.
Go vote.
Go
vote.
You'll probably see me making my rounds Tuesday.
Go vote.
And again, we're going to take it to the streets. We'll be back on the Democratic Iron next Friday.
You have been listening to the Democratic Radio Hour, heard every Friday at 3:15, right here on 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS.
And it's sunny and 67 right now. The low tonight will be 50. Chance of a shower or storm tomorrow, 79. Partly cloudy, 85 on Sunday. This is WMBS Uniontown, and it's 4 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. An Iraqi national, according to the Justice Department, allegedly plotted to carry out terror attacks in the U.S. CBS's Anna Schechter.
My sources tell me he was involved in both propaganda and plotting to carry out attacks. So this was a very senior person in this plot.